college, just my experiences and just some things that kind of helped me practice my faith better while in college. So basically, I just want to give a little background about myself before I go into this. I am 20 years old. I am a Christian, and I grew up missionary Baptist. However, I did go to an Episcopalian high school, and so my faith journey while in college will probably look a little different than yours. And additionally, like, this is just my experience and how practicing my faith has worked for me in college. I'm just gonna highlight some key points that I'm gonna be talking about to help you. The first would be to find a group of friends or a club that can hold you accountable, that can help you reach your faith goals and strengthen your walk in faith. So I go to UNC-Chapel, and there's this thing called Culture on the Lawn, and I didn't go to Culture on the Lawn my freshman year. And Cultures on the Lawn is where you see a lot of the clubs that are done, subgroup of the Black student movement, and they kind of show you what campus has to offer and what you can get involved in. And gospel choir performed. I missed it, however, but my friends told me all about it, and then they put out this thing called new members rehearsal, like flyers for that, and I went to the second new members rehearsal, and I just had a lot of fun. And so I think this really is what helped me practice my faith better. So for choir, after studying, I'd have to be at practice twice a week from 7 to 9. We sang songs that I grew up knowing because I sang in the choir. We also learned new songs and just had a faith-based group that I could identify with. We'd sing on Friday nights at local churches, Sunday mornings at local churches, on top of just practicing for our semesterly concert. With that, we'd have prayer circles. We'd have this thing called PR Squared, which is prayer request, praise report. And there you're just like telling everybody what you need to pray about, what's on your mind, or praising them for what God has done for you. Just having a club and a group of friends that I could surround myself in who believed in the same values I did, who worshiped the same God as me, and just really wanted to strengthen their walk and further their walk in faith really was important to me. Secondly is finding a church or worship center that you can feel welcomed, that you feel comfortable, that you want to go to, that you look forward to going to every day. It was finding a church that I really liked going to. I know when I first got there, me and my friend Jalen visited a few churches I didn't really like, and then one day in the spring semester, my friend Araya invited me and Jalen to go to World Overcomers. And at World Overcomers, they have a really big college ministry called New Wave, and it's at several campuses in like local churches or local schools in the area, like UNC, Duke, and Central. And that really strengthened my worship experience and my walk with God while in college. Just having a church that fits me, that I feel comfortable in, that I want to go to, that I get excited about, where I don't feel, I don't really know how to say it, where I don't feel uncomfortable. And another thing, you have to decipher your uncomfortability with the word, because when you're getting a good word from your minister, you will get uncomfortable because he's calling you out, she's calling you out, they're telling you what you're doing wrong in your walk. But there's a difference in feeling unwanted there, feeling like that's not a fit for you. So you have to know the difference in that first. Third would be knowing yourself and holding your own self accountable. Walk with faith during college really helps you understand who you are better, because one thing I found that I didn't know myself at times, and the reason why I didn't know myself is because I didn't know my creator. I didn't know God the way I should, so I didn't know who he made me to be. I really think exploring your faith in college is the time to do it, because you're learning yourself and going ahead and finding yourself. And when you go ahead and put God in the center of that, it's easier to figure out who you are, what you're put on this earth through. It's just easier to go ahead and surrender now, but also it will be harder. So I think that's a really big and important part in practicing your faith while in college. Fourth would be giving your own self grace, because you will mess up. You are in college, you are young, and it's very easy to mess up in your walk in faith during this time. it's really easy to get caught up in mainstream activities and just lose your faith, and you lose sight of what you're here for, and just giving yourself grace, knowing that you will mess up, that no one's perfect, and knowing that you can ask God for forgiveness. I feel like another thing is not to compare yourself to others' walks in faith, because your walk is a lot different. Your walk may have 10 million hurdles while theirs only has 2. Or don't compare yourself to some other person because you see they have more, but you never know what price they paid to have more. Okay? I know that sounds weird, but oftentimes me and my friends, we talk about how it's not fair that someone didn't go through this and they're living their life the wrong way. But just the simple fact, because we're Christian, our walk already got 10 times harder, because the devil is going to try to tear us down, while other people who may not know Christ don't really have that issue. Okay, thank you for watching my video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.